Bubble wrap. It was invented in 1957 originally as a 3D wallpaper. I didn't know that. It was during my search for bubble wrap knowledge that I came across that fact, along with a shit ton of really weird, sexually charged bubble wrap ASMR videos. Holy shit. We're all going to hell. Which brings me to this week's project. Suggested by Zoe and liked up by approximately 1,821 of you, the old bubble wrap injected with paint to make a sign pin. Pinometer, what do you think?
This looks like a huge waste of time.
Yep, and then we all die. Alright, I went to the store, got some bubble wrap and some paint. The last thing that I needed, however, were some syringes. And this was a huge pain in the ass because absolutely nobody sells syringes over the counter unless you have like a prescription for them. So after searching around town, the only ones that I was able to find were these behind a dumpster downtown, and I'm sure that if I just kind of wash them off that they'll be fine. Once I got home, I got down to it. Right away as I jump into the project, problem number one, the paint is way too fucking thick for this needle. This shit doesn't even slightly work. And upon further research, the dude who does this uses some kind of crazy dye, which I definitely don't have. It was late, I was fresh out of food coloring or any kind of Kool-Aid, and the voices in my head, they just said, "You should use the needles, Rob." That makes sense. Oh, yeah, you should probably turn away if, you know, blood or, you know, that kind of thing makes you squeamish. Wait, did I sterilize this thing? Fuck. They say that you can lose a few pints of this stuff and be fine, but I'm not even coming close to that much. Just kidding. My God, you guys would believe anything. I ended up using one of the neighborhood stray cats. Relax. Come on in. Alright, now I've taped my bubble wrap onto the wall, because that's what this guy's all about. And with a full syringe, I attempted my first bubble. I just punctured a small hole right at the top and began to fill it up. And that was it. Not the hardest thing to do in the world, honestly. One by one, I filled up my bubbles. Time consuming. That's for goddamn sure. Kind of messy, also. I went through a shit ton of paper towels and Q-tips. Just the whole cleanup process, kind of a mess. The shittiest thing that happens, however, is when you accidentally poke a hole through to the other side of the bubble wrap, and then you fill it up and it just pours straight out the back. Otherwise, you know, it's just a ton of filling up needles to fill up little tiny bubbles to fill up, you know, just time in your life, just to fill the gap, just to fill the void. What am I even making? Am I gonna use this? Whose idea was this? Zoe! Alright, I used some blue food dye here to add a little bit of dimension to the letters. And yeah, I guess that's it. Ta-da! Bubble wrap, paint, sign, art, something. Now some of these totally look like crap and they didn't really hold the liquid too well. I realize this bubble wrap has perforations in it so that you can tear it into individual sheets. Some of these perforations run over the bubble themselves, causing them to have a hole in it, hence why when I was putting some of the liquid in, it would pour out the back. Lesson learned in the art of bubble wrap typography. Pinometer, you know, you were right. This was a huge fucking waste of time.
No one ever listens to me.
Huh? You know, I could probably make one of these ASMR videos.
I'm gonna start by rubbing my fingers gently across the surface of the bubbles. And now I'm just going to ever so slightly tap on the bubble wrap. Oops, accidentally popped one. Oh, popped another one. Oh no, no. Oh, it feels so good. Oh my God. Oh God. What have I done? What have I done? Oh no. This just turned into a how-to basic video. What have I done? Alright,